Today we'll be taking you guys through the best comeback tactics in FIFA 22. I've actually changed them for the first time in 3 years. So it's actually new tactics. Pay attention. But anyways, let me guys show you a little web browser I've been using recently. First of all, you got your kind of social media messaging. So you can see here, I got my Facebook Messenger, my WhatsApp, my Instagram, my Twitter, my Discord. Got it all covered. All you gotta do is literally just click on one of them. It opens and boom, straight on my Twitter. Then number 2, you got this little flow player down here. I'm a Spotify guy. Simple as play whatever song I want. And then what? I just click over here, boom. It's gone. It's in the background. I can get back to web browser. Let's talk about the GX control, right? So, you know, I like to have my Flash score open, see the updates of the scores. I like my YouTube open, reply to you guys in the comments. Easy peasy. Sometimes they may be taking up too much RAM, etc. So what you can go ahead is you can get rid of those tabs because it tells you exactly how much they're using. Or guess what? You can put on a RAM limiter. Maybe your PC is good enough, okay, so you don't really care too much about the RAM or the CPU, but your internet's letting you down. The browser is taking too much internet. Well, that's easy. You just put on the network limiter. So last but not least, you got the Opera GX on your phone as well. And let me take you over my favorite feature. Here, you can remember to like the video. So you can message yourself, right? Give you notes. And you can put in photos. So, got my thumbnail here. All you gotta do, drag it over here. Boom, it's in there. I go on my phone. I click my flow. And guess what? I can download that image. And straight away, I've got the photo on my phone. Make sure you guys download the browser with the link either in the description or the pinned comment. Hope you guys enjoyed the browser as much as I have. Let's get back to the video. So, if you followed the channel for a long time, you know that I love my 4-2-2 ultra attacking tactics, and a lot of you guys have been using them for probably the last couple of years. But there is one flaw this year with them that we rectified, okay? So the one flaw is, because of how your team kind of sits a little bit further back this year, even on constant pressure, which makes no sense, well, we're gonna let it be. Your CDM's are a little too far back. So what happens is your opponent's CDMs or center mids, depending on what formation they're playing, end up actually being too far away. They can hold the ball for a while. They're not under as much pressure. So what have we done to combat this? Well, we've implemented a formation change. To what formation, you ask? Well, when you think about it, a little bit obvious. We're gonna head with the 4-4-2. Now, just looking at the 4-4-2, you can try and think about it, right? So you still got the strikers on your opponent's 2 center backs. You got the left mid and the right mid on the fullbacks, and you got the center mids covering the center mids because they're not sitting deep like the CDMs. You may be wondering, well, why don't you actually run 4-2-4? That way you have a left and right winger. They'll stay further up on the fullbacks. Now for pressing, that is true. It will be slightly better. However, when it comes to attacking, all of those 4 players will be too far up the pitch and you'll have no kind of passing option. Whereas with a left mid and a right mid, they'll show a bit more for the ball. And the last thing you want to be doing when you're in the last 10 minutes of the game, trying to claw back the game, is of course not have any options and end up losing the ball, allowing your opponent to time waste even longer. So let's get into the tactics. So we're going with the constant pressure, of course. With you're not going to change, doesn't make sense to change that. You want to stay perfectly balanced so you can get the right press on. Depth, we're obviously putting it way up to 100. Constant pressure, just literally man mark every single player, suffocate them, give them no options, force them into a mistake, get a turnover, and then try to score. Build up play, we're going fast build up because we got absolutely no time left on the clock. You're going to play as fast as possible. Forward runs obviously stacks very well with the fast build up. Forward runs makes your players dash into attacking areas and do a lot of quick runs. Play these both together. You can go from your side of the pitch to their box within about 10 seconds, which is exactly what you need to be doing. We're keeping it once again at 50. Doesn't make sense to change it here once again, so you're gonna keep it at 50 players in the box. We're going quite high with 7. Here we're calling free kicks. I maxed them out. You can play these however you want personally, but that's how I like to do it. Over to the instructions. Once again, we're not having any instructions on the strikers. Why is that? Well, you have fast build up and forward runs. So that means they're going to be running in behind anyways, and they're going to be moving a lot. And then on defense, down to constant pressure. So something like stay forward won't really do anything. If anything, it'll put them too far offside. So it's better to have basic defensive support and give a chance for the ball to go to feet. Same with not having them on getting behind. The right mid and left mid just completely balanced. We don't even have get into the box for crosshair. This is mainly because you actually need a bit of width here. Otherwise, because of kind of what the center mids are, the center of the pitch gets a bit too crowded. You still want to keep that width. Get into the box might make them get a little too narrow. So we like basic all round here. Obviously, the center mids on basic. They do have to cover center, however, so keep that in mind. Keeping them in the center of the pitch, once again, to make sure they're in the right position to press your opponent's center mids. But they do have balanced attack, so they are going to be darting into the box, like I said. So at any one time, you can quite easily have your 2 strikers and 1 or even 2 center mids in the box, whilst you don't have get into the box on the wingers, the left and right mid, so they stay wide. Left back and right back, you just got completely balanced instructions. They're going to be helping the attack for sure, because they're balanced, stacked with fast build up, stacked with forward runs. So they're going to be quite high up the pitch. They can drag out once again the defense to maybe get it into attackers and have them under a little less pressure, because your opponent has had to press your fullbacks just a little bit. And on the goalkeeper, we have absolutely nothing. Let's get into some gameplay showing the press off in all its glory. Make sure you guys like that video. 100 likes for a custom tactics video is the goal. Let's see if we can do it. Until then, I'll see you guys next time. Did I just keep winning every game, so I have to score an own goal to show off these pressing tactics? I guess we'll never know. Here, it's just out of shot, right? But basically, just that constant pressure gets a tackle with Kimpembe. Ball bounces to Hakimi. Go forward. But like really there's nothing on, so I go straight back to Anyanka. Simple driven pass back in. One skill move. Bang. Goal. 87-minute ice. And then I get another chance here. This is where the balanced fullbacks come in huge, right? So I can play with my left mid, Keane, and my left back, Kone, together. So they're just creating a havoc over there. He knows I could play that overlapping run, so he can't commit to Keane quite as much. Just play it inside. Now there's space inside because I've dragged all those players out. Once again, just a scoop. Do the exact same skill move. Same finish. GG's. 3-1. Easy peasy. If you guys enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like. Subscribe if you're new. Turn on those notifications. Most of you guys ain't got notifications on what's that about. Anyways, I'll see you guys next time.